a fuck what anybody else thinks about it. Let's do this. How's it going, G-Freaks and Sci-Fi Fanatics? This is Daniel, the Sci-Fi Sentry, always coming at you raw and real. And today is going to be very different. I'm going to try to go back to my roots from when I first started on YouTube about maybe a year and a half ago. And not only that, I'm coming up on almost 100 videos. And it's crazy, I know. I mean, 100 videos. I've only been on YouTube as a YouTuber maybe about going on a year and a half. And I'm even telling myself, coming up with 100 videos already. I mean, I know it's insane, but I specifically wanted to get on a topic about growing up, me specifically growing up a Godzilla fan. And just getting straight to it, it's going to be off the cuff, no script, like I always do in my videos. And seriously, this is something I talked about maybe when I first started, but I deleted the video, didn't save the rough draft, plus I was way more inexperienced than I am now. And what I really wanted to do was get back to this topic, and because a lot of people that I know, some friends that I made over social media, still go through this. And even to this day, 2020, which is a fucked up year anyway, people do go through this, and friends that I know go through this. And it's just, being bullied because you're a Godzilla fan. I'm just gonna go straight at it. And the first time, 1985 or 86, I took my first Godzilla. This is the first Godzilla figure I've ever got when I was growing up, especially when I was 5 or 6 years old. And it's the Imperial Godzilla 1985 figure. And I took that figure to school one day, and a kid that was already bullying me, I don't remember his fucking name, but anyways, it was those days that kids can take whatever toy for show and tell they want to take and show to the teachers and show to the class and everything. But kids in my class where I was growing up, they were just bullies. A lot of them, the majority of them were bullies. So I took it, and one of them was lunchtime. One of them snagged that figure from my hand, and I was thinking to myself, fuck man, what the hell is he gonna do with it? Like, he's running off with it, what's he gonna do? So first thing that came to my mind was no, fuck this, I ain't gonna take this shit, So I end up tripping this kid from behind about maybe 4 steps in, and there was a balance beam, to the right, I believe. And when I tripped him, he literally fell forward. His arm hit the edge of the balance beam, and he was screaming, crying, ooh, and I was laughing my ass off. Walked up over there to him, got my figure, told him to fuck off, and then that was it. And then after that, that was one less jackass bully for me to deal with, so. But moving on from that, I was always getting into fights, and from first grade all the way till high school. So I was just bullied. I was just an easy target, I guess, for everybody else, and my parents always told me, they brought me up, always be respectful, be humble, but at this point, I was like, fuck that shit, so. And to be honest, I wasn't really picked on for being a Godzilla fan. I was just picked on because people wanted to pick on me. And, I don't know why. Like I said, I guess I was an easy target, I was also a pacifist. I hated being confrontational. I hated confrontation altogether, so, and it's like you said, first years of school. So I was very timid, shy, so like I said, I guess they just saw me as, easy prey. So that's what they decided to pick on me. They decided to start picking on me, and I was very unconfrontational at first, and then once they hit me, once they touched me, that was it. Everything changed. My whole freaking mentality changed. So from then on, I was always getting into fights. Fighting became second nature to me. And it's funny because it wasn't even about Godzilla, and sometimes some people make fun of me, some kids or girls make fun of me, haha, Godzilla, whatever, but it wasn't very vulgar or wasn't very brutal, and a lot of the friends that I did hang out with were Godzilla fans, or they like Godzilla, and I would take my figure and they'd be like, oh, it's cool, let's trade for the day, cool, let's trade figures, give me your Transformers and I'll give you my Godzilla, all right, cool, by the end of the day, we get our figures back, and we know it's all gravy, man, it's all good. And then but from then on, though, I mean, motherfuckers just picked on me because they wanted to pick on me, you know, and I was always getting into fights. I mean, fights, I mean, I would get called to the office, and my parents get called to the office, and I'd beat up somebody, I'd beat up a few people here and there, you know, and my parents went frequently. But what a lot of people don't know is that I would get into more fights. Like, I mean, there was fights in the morning, fights during lunch, and then after school. So, and I wouldn't tell my parents a lot of stuff, you know, like nobody knew. A lot of my family didn't know, but I was just doing it because, you know what, I'm tired of it. I'm gonna defend myself, and I'm gonna, you know, stand up for myself and what I value in myself. Because I mean, motherfuckers want to take your lunch money, want to take your lunch, they want to steal your clothes, they want to steal what you take over there. A watch that I got, they wanted to snag it. I said, fuck that shit. So yeah, man, I mean, I understand what it's like, you know, being bullied. And sometimes what I see, especially on social media, cyberbullying is just fucking insane, man. I mean, trolls are just fucking pussy ass keyboard warriors that have nothing else to do and just want to make everybody's life miserable because their lives are miserable. And yeah, I don't give a fuck what you think, and I'm saying, you know, to all you freaking keyboard warrior bitches out there, you know, and I'm being real, I'm being straight, you know, because trust me, you wouldn't say that shit or whatever you say over a fucking comment or what you say over social media. You won't say that shit to my fucking face. You see me, you'd probably be kissing my ass, like, for real. Like, I mean, I'm getting straight up on this. Like, you'd probably kiss my ass if you would have seen me straight up. Because if I have a problem with somebody, how I always handle it is I'm going to say it to their fucking face. I'm going to go up to you, man to man. You're talking shit. You're saying something, say it to my face. And the majority of people don't. And everybody who I've done that to has fucking just put their tail between their legs. And that's it. And straight up. And that's why I hate cyberbullying. And bullying back then in the 80s and 90s was already bad enough. But like now with the cyberbullying, kids committing suicide, I mean, that's just insane. And that's why, like, I speak for a lot of my friends who were picked on and still get picked on for being Godzilla fans. And this video is not only for me expressing myself and people getting to know me a little bit more, but because I used to be a coach. I used to be a coach, and people would send their kids, parents would send their kids to my boxing class just so they could learn self-defense because they got tired of their kids dealing with the bullies that they had to deal with. I mean, physical and mental. So I mean, like, and I'm like, you know, trying to tell these parents, especially now, you know, during 2019, that, you know what, I can teach your child, of course, you know, I mean, I'm honored to do it, but I can teach your child how to defend themselves, but whatever they learn in the gym has to stay in the gym, because nowadays they'll get charged. They hit a kid or whatever I teach them or whatever any coach teaches them, they can defend themselves and they can really hurt somebody. And then they'll get charged, you know, and even if they're young, 13, 14, they'll get charged. And that's a very serious fucking crime, you know. So, I mean, back then when I was a kid growing up, I mean, in the early 80s, 90s, you know, it was lenient back then. I mean, I can get in fights all the time. I mean, I beat the crap out of a lot of people, like, badly. And I never got charged, and I never got, you know, any citations or never got any calls, you know. So I got lucky. I was lucky. And specifically, this is just about, you know, people that I know and people in general who get picked on for being a Godzilla fan, or just get picked on regardless, because either they see them as weak or, you know, being cyberbullied. And there's a lot of trolls, there's a lot of piece of shit motherfuckers out there that have nothing else to do but just bash on other people's success, bash on other people's likes, dislikes. You know, that's just fucking petty, it's idiotic, you know. And I mean, it's just totally fucking a waste of time. But, you know, this is just, you know, what I wanted to talk about, especially with, you know, me growing up as a Godzilla fan, and just to know that the friends I have out there that are Godzilla fans like me, true Godzilla fans, you know what, you're not alone. You know, people get bullied or people get cyberbullied. You know what, man, I'm there for support. You know, don't let it get to you. But I mean, I know it sucks, man. Keyboard warriors are fucking annoying. Trolls are, like, man, trolls are annoying, you know. But I mean, just they're a bunch of keyboard warriors that have nothing better to do, you know what I mean? So besides that, G Freaks, that's what I wanted to get off my chest. That's what I wanted to talk about, you know, give myself just a little time to, you know, release some stress and vent. And, you know, but not in a negative way, even though I try not to, you know. So there you have it. And I just wanted to be honest with the people who watch my channel, you know, and just give people a little bit of insight on how I was growing up a Godzilla fan. So, and also all my homies out there, all my friends, you know, that I've made over the past 2 years, you know, Godzilla forever, man. You know, you're a Godzilla fan, keep being a Godzilla fan. You know what? That's just what we do. You know what I mean? So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. You know, I hope you guys enjoyed my little rant. You know, I apologize for getting a little crazy into it, but you know, that's just me. So I hope you guys have the rest of a good day. This is Daniel, the Sci-Fi Sentry, always coming at you raw, always coming at you real. So I'm out.